So we are here with the Real Announce Table podcast for night 2 of WrestleMania 36. As always, you got Blake here, and of course, we have the Professor.
What's up, guys?
So let's get this ball rolling, shall we? The pre-show. Liv Morgan versus Natalya. First of all, I didn't even know they were having a fucking match, to be honest with you. Liv Morgan got the win. Not really too excited for this one. What about you?
Who cares, honestly? It's a pre-show match. Who cares? Liv Morgan won. Whoop-de-doo. Next.
Okay, so like between Cesaro being defeating Drew Gulak and Liv Morgan taking on Natalya, which one pre-show match did you like better?
Well, to be honest, I didn't see either one, so again, still pre-show match. Whoop-de-doo. Who cares?
Yeah, so like, there was a match that I missed, and we'll get to that in a minute. So Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley loses by submission. I gotta be honest with you. Of all the women's matches, this was the best one in both nights.
Yeah, it was a pretty physical matchup between the two of them. Congratulations to Charlotte once again becoming NXT Women's Champion. I'm sure that'll put more eyes on the product and more eyes on the NXT Women's Division. So I'm interested to see who will be able to step up and challenge her.
Yeah, I actually think that this may have been a ratings-driven move because, now that NXT is going against AEW, so trying to add more star power to that product, I think it's actually a good idea. Like when they added Balor to that, I thought it was pretty cool, so, and maybe those EAW marks will shut the fuck up about, AEW's better, but yeah, whatever. So now, Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley. This one went pretty much as I thought it was. I knew Aleister Black wasn't losing. Lashley got caught with black mass. What'd you think of this one, Professor?
Guess it was okay. I mean, Aleister Black won.
Did you see him losing?
I honestly did not see him losing that match. It just feels like the two of them just got thrown together and just got put on WrestleMania. It almost felt like it could have been a match that could have happened on Monday Night Raw instead of WrestleMania, but it happened.
Yeah, it did. So the match was just there. Okay, so now on to the feel-good portion of the show. So Otis defeats Dolph Ziggler. Match-wise, is kind of really forgettable. I mean, they told a story here, which is the important thing. You already know I've never not paid much attention or care really about the whole Madness and Otis storyline. So now that they've concluded it, or not concluded it, but he's got the girl or whatever. Yeah. And then you had, and then we had Mandy Rose come out. Now, I'm kind of interested to see where this goes with her thing with Sonya, because I think that tag team Fire Desire is broken up, I'm pretty sure. And then we got, Dolph Ziggler, and I'm sure the storyline will continue. But what did you think of this one, Professor?
The match itself, all because of the story behind it, that's the only reason why this match got put on WrestleMania.
Agreed.
Other than that, this is definitely a match that would happen on SmackDown, or maybe a live event. But I guess since this had a real story behind it, and it's a shame that this is like the one rivalry where
whoa, real story. I'm sorry, I don't buy that, because I'm sorry, but in real life, I do like Otis chick like Mandy.
Let me rephrase that.
Please.
This is the only rivalry that I've actually heard people say they actually tuned in and gave a damn about a story that Dolph Ziggler was involved in.
Okay.
And that's real. And then think of all the other rivalries that Dolph Ziggler's had during his WWE tenure. And this is the one that they choose to give a damn about.
Yeah, I don't get that either. Moving on here. Edge defeated Randy Orton in the last man standing match. I got to be honest with you. I was kind of disappointed by this match in some ways because, like, and not because of the whole no fans in the arena thing, like some other people were, but this match was long. Like, this match wasn't like, if I'm correct, this match was well over 35 minutes. Some people said 41 minutes, somewhere around that. You could probably look on the internet, get an official time for it, but yeah, I just didn't. I don't know. It's just something about this match. I mean, I like the idea, the premise behind it, the hype that it had was all fine, well, and good. The backstory is all good. I just think just the match itself. I mean, it was long. I kind of felt they went overboard. Some fans were pissed about the spot where Edge's head was hooked onto a cable in the gym by Randy Orton. They alluded that to be mimicking rather the Chris Benoit incident. I didn't get that at first, but you know, it's other people's perception. What was your perception of that?
I think the match did go long. The match could still be good. It could have still been a little bit shorter. I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love a good last man standing match, but not a last man standing match that's gonna take almost 40 minutes to complete. That was just way too long for me.
But what about the thing about the cable around Edge's neck, alluding to the Benoit situation?
I don't get that. I didn't get
Think it's
that.
just pure coincidence?
Yeah, I think it's just pure coincidence. It's just some hypersensitive fans being hypersensitive fans.
Hypersensitive bitches. Oh, did I say that? Did I get voice recorded on that?
Yeah.
We're live, aren't we?
I think we are live.
My bad. Well, not really my bad. I'm not sorry for saying that. Anyway, well, moving on before I piss off censors even further. The Street Profits defeat Angel Garza and Austin Theory. This match was okay. The Street Profits going over. Obviously, I didn't see them losing. Any good memories for you on this one?
Nah, just okay. Street Profits, they successfully defend the tag team titles.
Did you see them losing?
No, I didn't see them losing, but I was like, nah, they get their first WrestleMania. They get their first WrestleMania victory and defend the tag titles at the same time. So, good for them. Nothing really memorable for me.
Oh, well, the best part was when Zelina Vega got beat up by Bianca Belair.
I mean, yeah, it was cool. I mean, it was cool to see Bianca Belair make her on-screen WrestleMania debut.
She beat the tar out of Zelina Vega, didn't she?
Oh, yeah, she did.
Not that I'm surprised by that at all. Bianca Belair, that's a woman right there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a woman. I love her.
I'm sure you do, and I'm right there with you. Speaking of women, I like to segue there. Bayley defeated Lacey Evans, Naomi, Sasha Banks, and Tamina. I love the spot where they all pinned Tamina. They got rid of her. I was like, thank you, God, thank you. This match did tell a story. Kind of saw that there's going to be cracks in the friendship of Bayley and Sasha Banks. You know, and I think that it looks like they planted the seeds for that. But what'd you think of this match?
Decent five-way match. Of course, you know, with the biggest person in the match, of course, you're going to try to get rid of her first. What I found funny was how Naomi, Sasha Banks, and Tamina tried to rekindle their little trio that they had from a few years ago. But,
Team Bad.
Yeah, that. But, you know, that didn't last long. But, yeah, like, as Bayley wins, yeah, I definitely see the seeds planted for, you know, a Bayley Sasha Banks rivalry down the line, you know. But yeah, I can definitely see something like that happening. But congratulations to Bayley on her successful defense.
Oh yeah, because I gotta admit, I really like the work that Lacey Evans has put in. I think that she has really improved her in-ring work. I really like it. Lacey Evans is actually one of my favorite female performers in WWE. So, The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, defeated John Cena. Now, Professor, I have to come clean about this one. I didn't see this match. I went to go have dinner. So, because I saw the part of it when John Cena came out in his gear when he first debuted before he did the whole rapping thing. And then I didn't really watch this match. So I'm going to have to go by with what you say on this one. So what do you think of this, Professor?
The Firefly Funhouse match was, I'll say, is the very essence of why we watch wrestling. We want to see a story being told. And trust me, there were a lot of stories being told.
So did you enjoy it? Was it good?
I felt it was a very interesting and entertaining segment. It looked like Bray Wyatt and John Cena had a lot of fun recording that segment. Trust me, there were a lot of references in that segment. I mean, Bray Wyatt did try to Bray Wyatt channeled a little bit of his inner Eric Bischoff to introduce John Cena, and especially John Cena in NWO gear.
Oh wow!
Yeah, almost.
I have to go back and rewatch this.
Yeah, almost indicating that John Cena is basically this generation's Hulk Hogan.
I can see that. So like, well, since I didn't see this, I'll have to go back and watch it. So it looks like this was like almost what the Boneyard match between Styles and Taker was on the night.
The Boneyard match was definitely had more action to it. The Firefly Funhouse was more story orientated.
Okay.
So, like I said, very interesting, kind of trippy. I know this kind of thing is not everybody's cup of tea, but like I said, that's the very essence as to why we watch wrestling. We watch for a story. Okay. And that told a story. So it accomplished what needed to be done.
Okay. So now, main event time. Drew McIntyre, Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship. First off, did you know this match wasn't even 5 minutes? It was almost 5 minutes.
I did not realize it was just 5 minutes.
Then it was like Claymore. Oh, no. F5, Claymore, or maybe hit the Claymore first. It was a lot of you know what this match reminded me of? Did you ever play, what was that, 2K14 WWE? And you were doing the showcase mode, and you're doing Rock versus Cena. And after you've gotten Rock versus Cena too, and after you've gotten all the other objectives done, you and Rock have infinite finishers. You just keep each other with finishers. That's literally what this match kind of reminded me of. I mean, it did its purpose. Drew McIntyre's the new champion. He got over, he won the match. We'll see if he continues to be over. We'll see where his reign goes from here. Even though he had another match, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But what did you think of the match with Lesnar and McIntyre?
I mean, it accomplished what needed to be done. Congratulations to Drew McIntyre on finally climbing the mountain, finally becoming WWE champion. You know, I mean, I feel like he worked hard, and I feel like, you know, he earned that victory. As far as the match itself, it's okay. Kind of wish I saw more moves and finishers. I mean, there were some. I mean, your usual Brock Lesnar German suplexes, but you know, what's a Brock Lesnar match without that? But I'll say the match was okay, and congratulations to Drew McIntyre on becoming WWE champion.
Finally becoming WWE champion. And then in a dark match, and since this did take place at WrestleMania, even though it was recorded and shown on Raw the next night, it still kind of, I guess, falls under it. So Drew McIntyre's in an interview, and then Big Show comes out, and an impromptu WWE Championship match begins. So Drew McIntyre and Big Show face off, and that match was actually longer than the Drew McIntyre and Lesnar match, just by over a few minutes. So, what did you think about this added dark match that we got?
More or less, I think they were trying to make sure Drew McIntyre looks like a
star.
It looks like a star. It looks like an unstoppable champion, mainly. Because they want to make it seem like, okay, he's not just this paper champion who's going to get beat in like his first defense. They actually wanted Drew McIntyre to prove, hey, I'm a legitimate champion. I'm not just this run-of-the-mill paper champion. Somebody steps up to me and wants my title, I'm going to defeat them.
It seems like they're trying to not make the same mistake that they made with Seth Rollins after his WrestleMania win over Lesnar last year. Because then after Lesnar, he went feuding with Corbin, which really should have just been... No, wait, I'm sorry, it was AJ Styles first, but they had a one-off match, and then he had like 3 pay-per-view matches against Corbin, which I think shouldn't have been the case. So, kind of like that.
Hopefully they don't go down that road with McIntyre, with giving him an opponent.
Which is why I think that's why they did that, right? It makes sense. It's doing things a little differently.
Yeah. Like with this McIntyre reign, hopefully they don't give him like an opponent that just seems like out of place, and don't give him 3 straight pay-per-views to try to win the championship. You know, but hopefully like they have some actual real feuds and actual rivalries.
Incredible challengers
for McIntyre to defend the championship against. I mean, Raw does have a few credible challengers for McIntyre, but we'll see how that goes.
We will. Well, that was the review. Well, we did night 1 and then now night 2 for WrestleMania. So let us know what you think in the comments. You can go ahead and put anything in there. I will probably say a smart ass comment to people, but that's just me. All right. So till next time, Real Announce Table guys out. Anything to add, Professor?
Nothing else to add.
Laters.